What's going on, guys? OneEyedBandit back again with yet another video talking about more Dragon Ball FighterZ. And today I'm here to put together a top 10 list of things that I would want that would make this game way better than it already is, in my personal opinion. Now, I love Dragon Ball FighterZ. It's the game that I always come back to day in, day out. Whether a new game comes out, I hurry up and beat it and come right back to, you guessed it, Dragon Ball FighterZ. Dragon Ball FighterZ is a good fighting game in my opinion, but definitely could be better. It has its flaws, but I love it nonetheless. And like I said, let's just start with my top 10 things, going backwards of course, that I think would make this game even better, starting with number 10. Honestly, didn't really have anything for number 10, so I'm just gonna put a character that I would love to have in this game, and I'm just gonna say Super Saiyan 4 or Super Saiyan God Vegeta, because I need a Vegeta that's really good, that I enjoy aesthetically, in my personal opinion. Yeah, this is just a character that I have. I don't know why I couldn't come up with a 10th thing, but the 9 other things that are on this list, I definitely feel like are something that could benefit the game better. So starting with the real list, I guess, number 9, we need a revamp in Zinny, because let's be honest, the Zinny system in this game is complete dog crap. Like, it's bad. It's not good at all. You can't really get anything with your Zinny after you buy everything from the shop. They gave us more things in season 3, but they were things like obviously music packs and, you know, story mode stuff, and it's weird because nobody liked the story of this game, if we're being honest. It was a really bad story mode, and so they gave us items, expensive items for story mode stuff. They allowed you to unlock Android 21 by just buying her with the Zinny. So many of us thought when this update came out that we would be getting freaking alternate costumes, but that just was not the case, and I know that hurt a lot of people. But the things we got from the new revamped Zinny Shop was just not, it wasn't it. Nobody really cared, and I still don't care, and I've bought everything, and once again my Zinny is just there. My premium Z coins are just there, and there's no use for them unless another character comes out. Then of course I can just buy all of his colors all at once, and yeah, then it's right back to where we started, where I don't use my Zinny for anything. So of course, just giving us something more to do with Zinny would be lovely. Number 8, we need a revamp in dramatic finishes. Holy crap, dramatic finishes are something that we don't get to see very often, and on top of that, even if we do get them on somebody online, they are very, very likely to skip them. And on top of that, you already know you have to work hard, because you have to, one, have the right characters, your opponent has to have the right character, and your opponent or you have to have chosen the correct map. So dramatic finishes are more things that are more like things that you need to do against your friends or something, rather than get on people online, which is just kind of silly. And it's also sucks because, again, with the having the right map thing, is just funny because in like something like Gogeta's dramatic finish, they changed the entire map for you, especially at the end of it. So you know they have the ability to restructure the map to fit what they need it to fit, so that it can have the correct dramatic finish. So give us that dramatic finish on whatever stage, and of course, if we get the dramatic finish, just shape the dramatic finish to the map that it needs to be on, or something like that. Because I mean, it's just honestly ridiculous. And just as a little bonus to throw in there, we need more dramatic intros, because we don't have enough of those either. There's so many different characters that can have dramatic intros with each other, and we just don't have many of them, honestly. Like, it's like just a forgotten thing, I guess. But number 7, we have a revamp in the replay mode, actually, because the replay mode, it's good. If you don't use it for, you know, studying yourself, I would definitely suggest you do that. I honestly mostly use it for my gameplays. Obviously I go back in, record them, and then of course I'll do like some post commentary or just have them as background fights for certain videos. The replay mode is kind of bad because you can't even rewind within it. Like, I would love to be able to rewind a moment that I need to see so that I can practice that moment or something like that. You can kind of fast forward in it, but once you do that fast forward, obviously you can't go back, which actually just makes no sense. It's called a replay for a reason. Number 6, which is the punishment of rage quitter. Man, rage quitters just get away scotch-free, basically. They don't lose their points or anything like that. And the update that they supposedly gave a while ago that caused them to ban rage quitters kind of just didn't work. So now we're stuck with people who rage quit and get to keep their points and get to keep playing online because they are Wi-Fi warriors and can do whatever they want, I guess. But it kind of just sucks. But I mean, it is what it is. And if they finally decide to actually punish rage quitters in a better way or find a different way to do it than they did, then everything would feel better and it would feel nice to play ranked online without having to worry about somebody rage quitting every 5 seconds. Now, I am one of the people that is understanding of the fact that some people are just straight up Wi-Fi warriors to the point where they only have Wi-Fi and they won't plug their freaking PlayStations or Xboxes or who knows, even their PCs up to an Ethernet cord. So it's kind of awful to play against them inside of 19 frames, 20 frames, whatever it is. It's just terrible to play against these guys in that type of frameage. So I do understand trying to leave those type of matches alone, but again, that's something that's also, you just got to take what you get because this game doesn't have rollback netcode. And speaking of rollback netcode, we'll talk about that later on down in this list. So yeah. Up next, we have number 5, which in my personal opinion, we need new stages. New stages. We've been asking for new stages since the beginning of the game, damn near. We got one new stage out of the almost 3 years that this game has been out. Tell me how ridiculous that is. We've almost gotten I think we've gotten 16 new, I think we've 12. I can't remember how many DLC characters we've gotten, but we've only gotten one new stage out of it all. And it's just crazy because there are so many stages that can be had within the Dragon Ball universe for them to put in this game, and it doesn't make sense because they could be rolling in money when it comes to stages as well as alternate costumes, which is also on this list, but it's of course further up because so many people want that. But let's move on once again to number 4, which is, to me, in my humble opinion, we need some online training mode. Online training mode would be so fire. This is something that is within Mortal Kombat 11, and I think it was in Mortal Kombat X. I know online training is in a decent amount of fighting games, and we need it because just imagine training with your friend and not having to just die and die and die. I'll throw Bobby Light under the bus real quick. A lot of you guys know Bobby. He doesn't know how to do the Bardock sparking loops. And it'd be so much easier to just hop into an online training mode where I don't have to kill his character because the health is infinite and teach him those loops. Rather than, you know, saying, here, spark up, I'll give you my brand new healthy character, try not to kill them and try to do these loops. No, it just doesn't work like that. Online training would be dope because you can just teach your friend frame data. Like, let's say you have somebody who is brand new at the game, you can bring them into online training mode and just show them the ropes. It would be dope. But again, you never know. They could be saving this for Fighters 2 because I definitely believe there's a Fighters 2 coming. This game is way too successful and popular for there not to be. So honestly, let's get this rolling. I kind of feel like they might be saving a lot of stuff for Fighters 2, but that's for a whole nother video. So let's move on to number 3. We need some cross play. cross-platform gaming on this game. So many games right now are enabling cross-platform, mainly first-person shooters. They are enabling cross-platform play. If you don't know what cross-platform play, it just means a PlayStation 4 player can play with an Xbox player, and of course so on and so on. It would make the leaderboards massive, and you could be like, man, I'm better than all these Xbox players. I would love to be able to have cross-platform, mainly to be able to play with all of my subs who are PC players or Xbox players or Switch players. I mean, they would have to work out that frame delay or whatever, but I guess that leads straight into my next topic of number 2, which is rollback netcode. Rollback netcode is something that a lot of games need. A lot of fighting games need. If you didn't know, Arc System is developing Guilty Gear Strive, and Guilty Gear Strive is said to be able to have rollback netcode. And the difference between rollback netcode is, it's hard to explain. I would tell you to look it up honestly, but delayed based netcode is essentially when you punch, your button comes out, like let's say it says 2 frames, your button comes out 2 frames later based on your opponent's connection. Whereas rollback, when you hit that button, it comes out and basically, you know, registers to your opponent on his frames, right? So it's still moving smoothly, very smoothly. Of course, there is such thing as bad rollback netcode, but hopefully they can implement it into, once again, Fighters 2. I can't quite see them implementing it into Fighters 1 because this game is old, and I mean, I understand they're still updating it. Season 3 was just like a brand new game almost, but of course there's still many things that they can add to make this a truly brand new game, and I think they would be saving that for a Fighters 2. If Fighters implements rollback netcode right now, I think so many people would jump for joy, and way more people will come back to the online setting that is Fighters. So that's number 2. And of course, lastly, number 1, the favorite on everybody's singles list, every single person list, is costumes. We need costumes to make this game feel like it's ours. If I want to play as Super Saiyan Bardock all the time, I would love that. If I want to play as, you know, Yamcha in his baseball suit or something like that, or Krillin with hair, I would like Majin Vegeta as a whole new character. But if I could have him as a skin, I wouldn't mind that either. So costumes. Again, another thing that people would just throw their money at Arc Systems just to have, and we don't have it yet. We've been crying for it forever. Even again, once again, when season 3 was coming out, we got pump faked into thinking we were going to get costumes, but I think we honestly just tricked ourselves. But anyways, guys, that is my top 10 things that I would love to see in Dragon Ball FighterZ to make this game a way better experience for myself as of right now. Of course, I'm sure more things will come out later, but as it stands right now, these are the things that I would love to have in this game, and I just want to know what you guys would love to have in this game right now. As it stands, FighterZ, I love it, but it could definitely be better. So let me know down in the comment section below what you guys would think. Give me your list of top 5 to top 10 things you would want. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please remember that God and anime are always on your side. Please come join the Bandit Army. That's all I got for you. Peace out.